You have worked for improving food in schools, continually promoting healthy eating for many years now. How far would you say that your food revolution has come?
Um, well, hard to measure. I mean, progress definitely. I think the world in Britain is changing. I think the world as a whole is starting to tune in more to food, health, what's right, what's wrong. Um, you know, at the same time, health is getting worse generally in most countries. So the importance and the cost of ill health and bad food and misunderstanding about food and how you access it and how it affects your body. It's a massive, massive story. And I think one of the problems is people always try and look at single things that might fix it, and that's never going to happen.
But looking at your own work, how important is it to start with the kids?
Really important. I think, kids are where grumpy old adults that are kind of lost faith in themselves and their own health. Kids is the future. Kids is what makes you want to cry. Kids is what makes you get up in the morning. Kids is what gives you hope. And that's why, I was able to tell that story and ultimately get £600 million out of the British government into a system that hadn't been invested in for 40 years. But interestingly, as bad health kind of gets more and more advanced, like in America, that story begins to change because what happens is as their parents become so commonly more unhealthy, teenagers and kids they're not as cocky and as kind of confident as maybe our generation. So interestingly, as well as I'm passionate about kids 190 days of the year at school, mums and dads at work, in factories, in the workplace, 300 days of the year. What's available? Vending machines, night shifts, types of jobs that kind of promote bad health. I'm kind of really interested to that now because the kids want their mums and dads to be healthy, right? So it's everything. Kids are absolutely the focus, but everything. Now it's got so bad, it's everything.
The UK is now introducing this sugary drinks tax. How excited are you about that?
I'm really excited because you can try and judge it or judge me for kind of promoting it and running the campaign for it. And it could be on dropping off consumption. It could be on raising cash. But for me, it's much more symbolic than that. It's a moment in time where, in my recollection, for the first time, ministers in Britain acted like parents, not politicians. Like, when's enough enough? For most of the people doing the really important work in the world, funding and sharing is really, really important. We haven't got the velocity of the fast food industry, cash-wise. So there's no point in doubling up experiments and things in different parts of the world, or if you do, at least have some kind of understanding about, sharing information. Really, for me, EAT is about bringing together people that share the same values and want towns and cities and countries to be better and healthier and live longer, more productive lives. So ultimately, it's about having a voice and then making it a choir and kind of making, amplifying the stuff that you're passionate about to as many people as possible.